Seeing Black Widow in pro play is actually kind of crazy, though. That's awesome. I don't think we've ever seen that.
We gotta keep the cam right here on the Widow. See what we can find. Oh, he finds another. It's a beauty.
Yo!
Natasha Romanov is popping off. Mama Rosa's Ignite stage 2. Wait a minute.
There's the Daredevil.
Let the kitchen doors
Oh,
open.
shit! Yo, got the Daredevil! Uh-oh. The last stage was triple support resident sleeper. Now we're getting fucking Black Widow and Daredevil. This is what I like to see.
Enzo with the strange, just wait to see what this man can pull as a Sorcerer Supreme as well. And the Hawkeye from Tanuki, we see an Icy Arrow sometimes here, or a push arrow to get a little bit of disruption, but we're going to have Enzo look at that preparation. Love to see right off the bat going aggressive.
It's also used to stop the Strange Portal from the other side because it goes all the way through the map, including that cover, and Citadel now are going to be in a position to cut off Crazy Raccoon's rotation. They knew that the Star-Lord was still going to be up for grabs for NX, so what do? Get into a position where they're going to be able to mark the Star-Lord when he approaches.
I dozed off for a second. I was like, I was daydreaming. I was like, chat, did we start a game? Are we watching a game right now?
Too many times that, oh my goodness.
By the way, Horny Duck, appreciate the massive prime sub. Get this up, my friend.
Finding the real Loki as they continue to push in the aggression.
A horny duck. Did you guys know that a duck actually has corkscrew penises and vaginas? The more you know. You guys are welcome.
J-Mac still going to be there on the Captain America looking to stall out, but like
yo,
you said,
TTK!
Walking away with that cap. So everyone from the side of
Tell Tara I hope he's better.
As quick as possible and not get staggered. Can J-Mac make it to his team? Yes, he can. The heals are going to be coming on through. NX 50% of that first Galactic Legend, and that goes to show how much pressure Citadel are putting on that Star-Lord.
Yeah, Enzo at 83%.
I'm taking a nap, can't. Wake the fuck up, bro.
On the Sorcerer Supreme, now pushing in immediately. This is good. I love this play here coming from J-Mac, and it's going to be the good follow-up. This is what we wanted to see, the synergy back, and there goes quickly. Two of the strategists now making it the Agamotto forced out. He finds three there. Moxie with the ball.
I think Crazy Raccoons is actually one of the strong teams that we didn't really watch because we didn't watch Asia.
And there's nothing to be able to stop him either. He makes it out with Seung-hoon. There's no one shot. Tanuki's going to be able to fully carry the Mantis out, which means no LOS to stack up the damage boost or the heal ticks. And still Citadel are in control of this fight. Crazy Raccoons think it's winnable though. Freedom Charge is going to come on through, and that just means that Melee with the Dance of the Butterflies is going to potentially find these eliminations, but first has to clear through the doppelgangers. Instead cancels the ultimate early, so his position isn't too predictable, and then lets Citadel go for another fight.
Yeah, one of the best hard counters, right? It's going to be that Loki and the clones to take up a lot of those sword sweeps here now. It's pushing in, just tick, tick, goes the timer, 70% up. It's going to force the invisible boundary, though. Alex can keep the team safe in the Roman Coliseum. Slam down from J3 does not connect. Instead of
J3
there on Inex, the key factor of this team not able to make an impact thus far, and Melio and Pauly just sweep up the rest. This is a perfect performance so far, and answer from CT.
I do wonder though how they're going to deal with the Galactic Legend coming up.
Did you say J3?
They don't have a defensive option against it. I think it's just going to be aggression. Like, honestly, Enzo might just build up the Eye of Agamotto and use it against the Star-Lord in the sky so that they can disrupt NX. And even if he manages to iframe through it, he should still be able to get hit by the follow-up damage. Out comes the Galactic Legend, but it's a little bit early. The Strange just floats in front of him with the shield.
There you go. Hey, baby boy.
Yeah, I think maybe they thought, okay, well, we might as well use it before they have anything for it. But yeah, they were able to just rotate. Enzo trying to throw up the shield a little bit. Love that from the player, but now Pauly getting the best yet again of the strategist. Alex does go down here, and with a quick res there from Rocket. This does give Crazy Raccoon plenty of time, but not if
he
Enzo
found him. Oh, what a sleep to
quickly
save
shuts
his
it
teammate.
with the sleep Moxie. But once again, this has just been a complete sustained performance from Citadel Gaming.
And Tanuki too is going to be able to come up through and get the HF onto the Magneto, who just isn't able to keep up the ult charge. Like, Meteor Am is not building at the same time as Tanuki's its jab. Still, Citadel did lose control of that point in the fight, and now Crazy Raccoon, we should see the strength of this composition. With the amount of damage boost that they have for this Star-Lord, it's honestly a very likely reality that we see this go from 0 to 100% unless Citadel win this next fight here and come on through with the Dance of the Butterflies and clean this lane.
Yeah, they got the Freedom Charge, plenty of things to keep the team up defensively. But yeah, Melio, do look out here. He's going to try to find his opportunity. Cloak Bubble already going to be popped there from the side of Lastro, and immediately it's going to be Pauly taking the Freedom Charge with J-Mac matching it. It's the old classic that we saw in the MCU once again. Now we've got Seung-hoon.
He's up with another
Mantis all keeping things alive.
Appreciate the massive prime shot, my friend.
So you're right. This is probably going to go the distance at this point. J-Mac getting that quick follow-up. I expect this to go all the way.
Lastro gets picked though. That's a huge exit from Citadel, and that might not just be an exit, that might be an opening. Crazy Raccoon thought that it was going to be winnable for their opponent, had to commit in with the Meteor M to be able to finish it off, and we're going to be seeing a full reset coming through from Citadel if they're allowed out, because J-Mac on the Captain America is relentless.
This is what I'm here for.
This is a good game.
We did not get to see
Also,
it.
why is Enzo at 1 health? Okay, there you go.
Ready up to go. Galactic Legends ready. They do have plenty to answer now with it.
Why does Jay look tall? Oh, thank you. See?
Invis Boundary though. This is the worry. Crazy Raccoons have to wait, so now comes Galactic Legend.
TTK
but they're not
knows.
even going to use Invis Boundary against it. Tanuki just gets the E.
Oh no. Oh no, as Tanuki barely escapes, the Sharks looking for more spins now. That's beautiful. Great job there from Tanuki.
Wait, actually, later today, Citadel plays 100 Thieves as the last game of the day. That's going to be a good game.
Get the boundary up and looking what they can respond with. I mean, Melio's going to have to nail this dance if they're going to look to get this thing.
You should be able to bolt it so quickly, but you can see Crazy Raccoons, they know that the Psylocke is going to be the problem, and they're really target focusing them down. J-Mac at least has been bought the opportunity to go for the Freedom Charge and burns it aggressively to hit into Citadel's backline and deny the line of sight from both the Invis and the Jeff to keep the team up. Out comes the Dance of the Butterflies, and all of the damage is stacked. Crazy Raccoons just not getting the opportunity to use the Soul Resurgence from the Mantis because the pick had come through.
Spaceball special up, slam down, ends up with a great defense there with duo strategists out. This would be really rough now as Crazy Raccoon trying to keep things rolling. They do have the Mantis ult though for the continued sustain. Probably going to come up a little bit later than J-Mac, but coming just in time there to keep Citadel Gaming and the pressure on. Trying to get that point and get them off is the key to this.
Is Pauly considered one of the... I mean, I know he's a fucking...
That's the one they needed there, the pop.
I know he's a really good tank player, but I thought Pauly was like known for his...
should have the heal sustain alongside the Seraphim Shield from the Doctor Strange to keep everybody healed and hearty through the Galactic Legend. And Crazy Raccoons, unfortunately, are going to have to send one of their players onto that objective. Otherwise, overtime burns out. NX, he's ducking, he's leaving, he's doing his best to play time for the Strange Portal from J-Mac, and it's enough. Crazy Raccoons continue.
Yeah, they're able to go, even though we have a couple people coming a bit back from the respawn room, taking an extra tour. Now JT3, though, trying to stay alive the best they can. They get everyone through at just the right time. Absolutely huge. They're throwing good sustain and patience there from Lastro.
Lastro's going to get the ult.
Come on, ult. There we go. Coming up with a quick damage boost into the healing. Great patience, I've got to say, from Lastro here. As it's going to continue to throw it out. 6-5-4. Throwing it down with the amplifier to match. But look at this patience.
They've still got the Rocket Cosmic
there's no way Citadel loses the first round
from
on
Kent
call.
to bring him back. Alex gets the Invis Boundary up. This overtime has been going for so long. Out comes the Iovac, but the force physics from Alex sends him out of it.
Oh my goodness, now as Alex goes up, we do have the dance ready. It's going to be activated right now, trying to find more. So many Loki clones, though. This is not going to get much of the connection they're looking for. And top of the undefeatable does bait that out, though. That does help the team in what I'm sure is going to be a continued overtime fight. But right now, it's going to be Crazy Raccoon looking to make a mark here in the grand finals as they're pushing out, throwing through. Enzo's got that Agamotto, looking for the big stunts he's known for. But first, baseball special. Purple ball goes up, goes down, and it misses.
Oh, he misses the meatball, bro.
Goes Enzo with Yago.
NX has got another Galactic Legend. Out comes the solid ultimate regen domain from Lashra is going to be able to keep the team up and alive from the side of Crazy Raccoon, but they still have to deal with Tanuki carrying players out, and that's going to mean that Citadel have the target.
Citadel actually brought that back? No fucking way, bro.
Down. And finally, the control will flip over to the side of Citadel. Overtime is still going to be pushed, but no one from the side of Crazy Raccoon is going to be able to touch.
Damn, bro, that was a good game. Melio is on CTG. He was actually on Rad Esports in the mid-season tournament at China on Rad, and Rad won. He left that team. Rad is now called Navi. He left that team, and he's on CTG.
Really impressive.
Another quick portal from Enzo. I always love the aggression that we see here on this map in particular here. And once again, this is the one that we highlighted.
I don't know the T chat. I don't know why he left. Melio actually does come to the stream. So what's really cool about our stream is that a lot of these pro players after their matches, like TTK, he was just here. They come to our stream. So I mean, it's really cool that they do that. So you might be able to ask him why he left. I don't know if he's going to answer, but
as Ken drops the Cosmic Ion Amplifier, and let Citadel move from taking that 1 inch into taking an entire mile.
Yeah, doesn't have the Mantis, but plenty of that damage boost there from Ken, doing a great job syncing up with Melio and getting plenty of that damage. J-Mac, though, continues to be a great capper. He highlighted Pauly a lot. Look at what this man's able to do. Alex, though, and Melio clean up the back line plan is once again they send them
TTK
over.
is a paid viewer.
They got the point ready, now they're just cooking it up.
Yeah, Invis Foundry is just such
Do
a
you
good
miss your son?
reaction
I know he
to
left.
Soul Resurgence coming on through from last row, because it really forces them into playing inside that ultimate so they don't get the benefit of the Manta speed boost to be able to run onto one of those targets. It does free up, however,
It was big drama
Galactic
about
Legend
Rad
coming on
not
through
being
from
able to
NX,
pay their
especially because they
gamers.
don't
So
have a
he
Magneto in
left
play currently.
Rad,
But we've seen Enzo be
not
able
because
to
of any
shield with the
team
Dr.
drama
Freeze.
or not like
This
because he
is
doesn't like
This
anyone on
is
the
a
team,
Citadel special.
because
Put the pressure
he wasn't
on
getting
before
paid.
your opponent expects it, and force an ultimate before they're even on the point.
Yeah, absolutely. And you said I think that is going to be their key to success, but they've allowed them to rotate indoors. And
It was player beef. Oh shit. TTK
TTK
knows the drama. Damn.
Time, the baby shark.
So it was player beef.
Here. He's got 2 and he's looking for more. What a great 2 to get as well. Going Magneto. Sometimes you have to judge if you go off the map or not. That's the time to go off.
Yeah, I mean, the Eye of Agamotto just means that Tanuki doesn't have to worry about any resources coming on through from Crazy Raccoon. And like you said, they're able to find those eliminations.
Old
Crazy
Rad,
Raccoon
old Rad,
know
not
that,
new
okay,
Rad.
This fight's done. We've got to reset it. If we let them take too much, they're going to be able to rebuild their ultimate economy. We're not going to be able to open up with a full-pocketed Galactic Legend coming on through from the side of NX. They just have to be able to actually get into a position where that ultimate can find not just an elimination, but space, monopoly for the point itself. As NX has been able to close up the distance, gets the mag bubble, tries to find the pressure, and Citadel looking to hide away from it, now get clutched onto.
Absolute delete button there, but again, yeah, able to hide behind the pillar. Outside of the one hit there, we're going to have the dance throwing up, and yeah, to your point, love the setup there from Enzo. One of the pure strangers of this tournament.
Yeah, you are not going to kill that guy.
Well,
Oh, but he's going to kill him.
In the sky, the connection, the slam dunk on the raccoon from Jay3. We see you here in Atlanta, Georgia, continuing to put the sword down. Team up's gone. Melee still connects, though. Enzo's got that Agamotto once again ready to roll. He's got the sticks ready, but is going to be taken down by Jay3.
I mean, they have no way of dealing with it either. They don't have
I
the
keep
CC
hearing
immunity
J3.
coming on through from either the Luna or
I
the
keep hearing
Ultron ult,
J3, chat.
and
I'm
J3's
not
not going to be able
crazy.
to avoid it with the Meteor MCAS either. So for Citadel here, they just need one fight win. If they manage to clear Crazy Raccoons off in one go as well, there's no opportunity for a Strange Portal to come back. We don't go into that massively, insanely long overtime the way that we had in the previous map.
No.
Yeah, and they definitely know this,
No.
right?
2,000 years later.
I mean,
Oh,
but
we
Citadel
went back to
will
this
be
game,
able to prevent
but
it before the
Citadel
overtime
already
starts
fucking
running
won.
back.
No, the bottom 2 are not gone. The bottom 2 go to the lower bracket, chat. And then with the lower bracket, if you lose a game, then you're out. You don't want to go to the lower bracket.
Mine as well. Love the high ground approach and the split approach we often see here in Wakanda. J-Mac and friends there in the backside, forcing Enzo and them to look up now. Great little rotation.
No,
over
the
to
bottom 2 are not
the map
out.
and setting up the
Pokey.
bounce perfectly here, or the shield shall I
If
say.
you
They
became
look
in the
so
bottom
well
2 of these games, you're not kicked out, right? You just go to the lower bracket.
Forcing that res already. What an absolute surgical way to start things out.
I mean, Malio with the Soulbind just means that Citadel
Oh, wait, no,
will
you're
get
kicked out.
punished
Never mind, chat.
for
I'm an
going
idiot.
for
No,
the map
never mind.
location away from
Never
the
mind.
Portal as NX is back. They have the rocket
Am I
POV,
stupid?
and
I
here
literally
is
just said in the beginning of the day, if you lose, the bottom 2 teams are out. Then I just said they're in the... Am I stupid?
Has a horrible Psylocke in
I would
the back
ask
pocket
Emily,
for
but
Strats
Emily's
just to
doing
have to
research
deal.
on something.
He is insanely strong on this character, and he's already 80% to the first ultimate. Off of the back of that one, Crazy Raccoons take the point.
Yeah, tip of the cap to them. What a dominant performance there for point 1. Again, one of the harder points to take in it. They had the Jeff there just in case with a quick ledge. That's going to be the best point for Jeff. I mean, there's a couple other options you can ride up on the
Yeah,
rooftop
why did I
here.
switch
The
up? Bro,
Blaster
I don't know.
just
Someone
is
got me
almost
confused.
set up.
I blame chat.
GT3, as we saw Citadel do just a moment ago, but looking towards it, Rez almost ready. You've got Kin and Alex there as well for the sustain. And so JT3, we're going to see where he looks to close the, or open the eye and close down.
I blame Heisen.
Once again, looking for
Everyone in favor of banning Heisen? Say aye?
Play with the sword. We have it going.
Bait boundary.
Oh
Potentially
my.
bait boundary, but oh my goodness, it's got to be used in reaction to Eye of Agamotto, and the pick through is just immediate. Citadel lose the invis, lose the heals per second.
Oh, that guy
Don't
got
lose Tanuki, as that is Crazy Raccoons going for a very ambitious step into the Kraken impact, and Tanuki is going to be able to take it out. However, he doesn't get his recent opportunity, and Crazy Raccoons with a triple strategy.
Yo, Crazy Raccoons is actually looking like a really good team.
Starting with the Rachel
Damn.
on second to be able to win the
This is my first time seeing them play. We don't watch
Asia.
Asia.
Help out a lot there to get the rest of the momentum forward now. And yes, I mean, Shang Hoon also has got the rocket ready to rock and load. They go right up Main Street here at NX just once more. You're right, that back pocket Psylocke. I mean, you can't ban the duelists, only the heroes that you can find fit. But NX can play them all, as we've continued to see now. JT3, great aggression. This team has shown aggression on domination. We've seen this continue here. J-Mac from the top looking to dive there. Got the Psylocke duo there. It's going to be Paulie on the Venom trying to disrupt that back end. But it's going to be Shang Hoon keeping them up. try to see if they take advantage of this damage boost.
He's still got the Feast of the Abyss as well. He's waiting for all
The
of
team
the
that's
heal
from
ticks to be
Oceania
finished with
is
the Cosmic Gun Amplified before
Chopper
coming on through.
MG.
Melio is
Chopper
going to have
Chopper
his
Mag.
Self-Res up as well.
It's
He's waited
it's
so
the game
long
going
on
on
this
the
Comet
other
Revival. And there
channel.
you can see NX gets the pick onto the Adam, knows the Comet Revival's up. He's going to use it likely in this fight, although with using that Invis boundary and slowing everybody down, they might not need it. But NX is still in this bag, having to be cleared. Oh my goodness! They try to go for the false physics to disrupt the Psylocke's position, and they don't manage to find it, which forces Alex to have to use his ultimate instead.
Yeah, insane disruption
Yes.
there from Tanuki over to Jay3.
There's
I don't know
two
if you heard
teams
the
from
Dr.
China,
Strange
I'm pretty
grasp
sure
for
2
breath
teams
there, tries
from
to throw the Ogbodo out.
Asia,
Kindo with the
1
follow-up,
from
stepping down,
Oceania,
has been the biggest threat
4
in
from
NX right now,
NA,
just
and 3
meters
from
away here to get point
EMEA.
2 and a huge reset with the advantage to defense being right around the corner. Kraken Impact is ready to go, going to use it on what he just rolled with the Shark, forcing with the quick out there. Look at Lastro once more. He's not afraid of Winter Soldier here. Quick uppercut's going to take quick business of him. Wow! Barely does not escape though, and it's been Tanuki riding off that momentum as Bucky does best.
And Tanuki, because he knows that Lastro's out of the fight, isn't going to use the escape, gets to go aggressive with the Kraken Impact. Can he find the reset? Oh, he absolutely can. He gets one, might be able to find his second.
Damn, that guy lived.
Tries to come on through. Melio at least
I'd be
picks up
tilted.
Vital as well. And that is Crazy Raccoons having to go back to the drawing board. They're going to open up the fight with the Cosmic Gun Amplifier, trying to force Citadel into disengaging, and it's not a clean disengage. The Solo gets on top of Tanuki, and NX gets his pick. He's so close to Dance of the Butterflies, something that Citadel can't afford. Without that Winter Soldier, they've got to bring him back with the Comet Revival just for him.
Yeah, this is a huge comic revival there. There's the NX Butterfly. Getting that neutral fight was everything you needed there, as Enzo now finds the best of JT3 coming up there with the strategy they rolled in.
Chat, they need
to,
I'm popping off right now. I just heard my name again. I'm popping off right now. What you guys are seeing is an AI version of J3. Right now, I'm actually playing in the tournament. I don't know why I'm on Strange, though.
A little bit of a readjustment. The staggers in and ready. We do hear a portal pop, though. Am I correct there in the back?
Yeah, Vital has that Rage of Ultron currently up if the Crazy Raccoons want to use it to open up this fight. Likely going to be holding it, though, for the CC immunity against End's ultimate as Polly comes over with the Feast of the Abyss. It's going to be power boosted by the fate of both worlds, and Crazy Raccoons in one go lose the Ultron mid-ult.
Oh my goodness, now as got the sustain going from Alex here with Tanuki ready to roll again for the defensive approach. Enzo can set them up as he's done so many times before, and looking at it, yeah, they don't have much to be able to afford it, but no connection massively, but Tanuki doesn't need it, right?
Yeah,
Does the old-fashioned way with the neutral, does get the res there on Lastro, putting them back to the action, but far from everything at this point. This is the pure skill neutral.
Wait, I just fucking died, bro. Shit.
Battles that we love here in Rivals, and right now Citadel on top.
Cosmic Gun Amplifier comes out to slow the momentum down. Oh my goodness, Tanuki tries to find a cancel onto the Dance of the Butterflies. Doesn't match you, however, Melio goes down, still has the self-rise. Crazy Raccoons have absolutely burnt their entire ultimate economy. If Citadel decided they wanted to fight this out with the Comic Revival, they absolutely can, but I think
Who the heck would put a 3 in their name?
for
I
the
don't
next
know.
fight
Losers,
when they
right?
can stagger onto the objective.
Yeah, 2 ways they can go about it here. We're getting early aggression, trying to push forward and keep them out of it. I mean, I gotta say, great pickup on the Melio before the res. They do decide to fight it, though. 2.23 left. They've got everything cooking now with the res, affording them to be more aggressive. You've got the boundary up. Polly's ready as well. They're gonna maybe try to time that with Alex Yagamoto, though, to respond. JT3 finds more. Oh, it's gonna be Polly surviving.
Yeah, and they managed to find a pick onto NX here, who's the main component to be able to keep a track of Melio, who's still got the self-rise and the soulbind, a defensive ultimate to deal with Rage of Ultron, so Citadel can hold their ground, and Crazy Raccoons can't leverage the Ultron ult to push the objective to where
Is he doing the right click, left click
Next comes the Feast of
spam?
the Abyss, and Crazy Raccoons just don't have a win condition right now. The It's Jeff isn't going to be
Oh, he
enough.
dodged it with the
flashy
ult.
play, the Comic Revival unneeded
Wow.
on the just aura farming. He's ready to go for
Wait,
portrait.
that was
Well,
actually a
he
smart-
needs
that was a
an
smart
Warlord
play.
player, and Crazy Raccoons are held before they can hit second.
I didn't even know that was a thing. I actually did not know that was a thing until I actually tried to, no, we were watching the tournament.
This is
I
the
didn't know
reason
that
why Crazy
Adam
Raccoons
actually was
took us the whole
CC
of the year. This
immune
is
when he's
also why
actually
Vital
ulting.
is currently
Like
on
when he's
their
casting?
lineup.
Didn't know that.
It's so hard to get the attention away from him, but also deal with everything coming at your face, so expect aggression here.
Wait, what did
on
he
that
just
top
say?
high ground. Paulie over to the group this time around, get a little wombo combo with, Tanuki, and do exactly what you said. Roland, oh my god!
Oh no, Polly!
And Polly goes for a tumble. There's a strange portal to open up the fight, but it's not Enzo's.
That's embarrassing, chat. Live. That happened
By far.
live, bro. Oh
I
my
tripped and fell into a
god.
different dimension. It feels like an isekai.
Spider-Man over there in his movie in the multiverse just falling, twisting, and begging for life now as they have to reset quite literally there. That's going to give plenty of advantage for Crazy Raccoon now to set up a bit more defensively, get more ult charge coming their way if they need it there. But Enzo and friends are working their way up here. Moxie ready to roll. Got them on the side end of things here. Namor not on the top, over on the back end. Gonna have the screens to help out.
The Soul Bond is going to be the green light for Citadel to walk on to Crazy
You know what's
Raccoon.
even funnier? They're sitting across from each other too, so you know they're gonna probably laugh about it after this match.
Now looking at these sightlines, as you just said, this is just allowing them to get that free ult charge right up to the Goddess of Death, but now it's just trying to stay alive. Jay3 barely down there, about to fall, able to go right back up. Great job from Lastro and Sunghoon keeping them alive, but look at Melio. It's just a constant charge of that ult fire from the Adam Warlock into the Groot ult.
That was a big ult. Oh my god, big ult from Polly.
As they all fall down.
You know what? I tip my hat to you on that one, Kobe. That might be the pun of the month that I have heard. And I tip my hat to
I'm pretty sure you're gonna get the cams this weekend when it's actually on the stage. I really want to know what the stage looks like.
Is they're having so much
That's how you can tell if a tournament's going to be a banger or not. Depending on how the stage is going to look.
And if NX is having to play deeper up against all of the walls, that means he's in a much easier position for Tanuki to pull off the hook.
Yeah,
True,
I feel like
got his payback.
Not again!
Oh, here comes a whale from the response. And wow.
Oh, I don't think they needed that.
Fine. Not even worried about it yet whatsoever. They have to have something to adjust the screen at this point. I don't think they're going to be able to hold on.
Yeah, I mean, the invis boundary means that Crazy Raccoons just can't push into it. If they wanted to, they'd have to have sacrificed the strategist ultimate, but it's in such an awkward position. The rest of the team would not have been able to follow him through. And off of the back of this, Citadel are getting so much free space. Melio hasn't been pressured. He's still going to have the spell for us to be able to empower the Karmic Revival if Crazy Raccoons even have a way of getting on top of his position, because they're playing a poke composition.
Yeah, they're just able to honestly impose their will here as they continue to push forward. They're spread out too, just massively. Melio finding NX is going to strip the team from really any damage boosting as damage alone. Rattle trying to get something from the Goddess of Death, but we're just not seeing this team connect. They're spread out, disoriented at this point, just trying to stay alive as the Agamotto rains down.
J-Max going to be able to find Melio, however, he's still got the self-res, which we're likely going to be seeing Citadel commit, so that they don't have to go for a full reset. If they have to walk into a
Wait, he saw him rezzing.
More struggle, and indeed there it is.
Oh,
Self-res,
no!
but the self-res was costly.
The Namor went up there and got the kill.
Holy boy, now as they continue
Melio, bro.
to make their way up as J-Max going to continue to get a nice stall here. Love that little bounce off the shield. JT3 connected to 2 Lastro as well. That's the play they needed. 3 minutes, 17 seconds, an eternity here, but at least giving them a little bit of breathing.
This is still a potential hold coming on through from Crazy Raccoon, because now the strategy of Citadel hiding behind the Groot walls falls off. Literally, because Crazy Raccoons have the height, they have the verticality to be able to see over the Groot Walls. So what do? Poly Groot Walls, so that Enzo gets a free position to teleport onto the high ground that the Hela or Nemo could be holding, which Crazy Raccoons expect. That's why the Loki's posted up that.
Look how last year you got the whole team coming on your back there, and again, yeah, both again.
What is he saying? This tournament, bro. Nah, get him off.
Look for that to be maybe the win condition.
Get him off. I want him off.
Continue to hold as the high
what is he saying, bro?
Going in, Whale is out, and NX tries to connect. Nothing from it so far in this match, but J-Mac does find the leftover scraps.
Get him out, chat. Get him out, bro.
Only thing keeping them up, Invisory Boundary down, and another great hold here from Crazy Raccoon.
Vital's getting the picks, Melio falls, and this Hela is starting to come fully into form. And Citadel, they tried to cheat it last time with the Strange Portal. They didn't get the opportunity to do it this time, though. This is the true test for Crazy Raccoon's mechanicals.
Yeah, and you said it with the sightlines here. Every single Thorn has a personal name scribbled on as he throws them down, gets those connections. He's playing like that.
Bro.
Great success here. Maybe we get ourselves a game number 3. Lastro.
That is insane, bro. Nah, he said in the beginning of the game, everyone was like, he said something about coming on the face, and then he said the whole team's coming on the back or something. Nah, bro.
See how they push in up to the high ground. Good rotations here as J-Mac's going to look to go around.
Polly's on the
that shit is wild, bro.
Out comes the Meteor M, trying to find a catch onto Citadel, and finds a connection onto Alex on the Luna. Tanuki's cracking impact immediately shut down to a pause because they just have no space to be able to support the Winter Soldier. And look at the position that Vital's on. Now that there's no Strange Portal to jump the isolated Hela, he's in the driving seat alongside
Raccoons might hold it. Where's Pokey, bro? Pokey! Your team's
Yeah, I mean,
getting
3 minutes
held,
just
bro.
like that, minute 15 left, and now it does open up the floor here to allow a little bit of synergy.
Where's Pokey at when his team's playing, bro? They need him.
Able to connect what they need. JT3 doing exactly what was called for them. I mean, this is quite literally every Q press. You're going to see the screen flash and every color available. All the ults are ready here. Moxie as look at this again, just absolutely throwing down, taking the distraction out. Wow, what a push! There goes the Goddess of Death.
The Goddess of Death, but that's not a health reset. Oh my goodness, the catch
He's
onto
dead.
the Hella, he's gonna get hit by the slow. And immediately the follow-up is that Goddess of Death burned no LOS from the strategy to be able to heal Vital back up to full. This is just a stall strategy right now coming on through from J-Mac, which means that Citadel win the fight without sacrificing all of their ultimates. The longer this stall goes on, the closer that Ken is gonna be to an ultimate, and they're still gonna have the rest.
Yeah, this is again what you just said, the sustain option. That's where Hella wants to be in the white hot room like Phoenix. No connection there to get things rolling. Tanuki going to find the best of J-Mac. That sustain effort did last quite a while. They have a short walk back, so they do have the overtime stretch that they're looking for. Looking at ult rotation, Lastro's going to be the only thing to connect with JT3 here. These two look for JT3. What can he put together here? Melio with the res.
Look for Melio as well. That's what Crazy Raccoons are going to have to do. NX is going to swap onto the Psylocke just to try and close up the distance with the dashes through the spawn to get back onto the Nemo a little bit faster as it is overtime and we are in full contest duty.
Chat, who do you think wins?
Now, Lastro does have the God of Mischief, but he's not getting an opportunity to use
I
it.
think.
No, Lantern's burn as well, so right now JT3 just trying to stay alive. Health bar going up and down like a beat mix. He does have the purple meteor to land, but trying to find that opportunity here.
Oh shit, Melio needs to get a res. Where's Melio at?
Getting everybody up into this fight. Oh my goodness, though, they find the connections they need. NX, though, Vital going down as well. JT3 trying to slam dunk something for the team. Does find Alex, though.
That's absolutely huge. Citadel do not have the Karmic Revival. They don't have the Strange Portal. Crazy Raccoons
Wait,
still
we
have
actually
the
might go to a map 3. Crazy Raccoons!
They've got the numbers. The Eye gets nothing. Crazy Raccoons should win.
This is an absolute perfect what went from sustained job to make it a game 3. You could not have a better textbook.
Damn, bro, you cannot ask for a better game. And you know why I say that? The reason I'm saying that, chat, because remember, I think Asia didn't get into the pro scene as early as NA or EMEA did. So like they're relatively like new and like, hey, we saw them in China. The Asia teams got fucking rolled, but hey, now they're doing really good against CTG. Wow, Melio 16 and 11 with 4 final hits. Oh, he was healing. Never mind. I was about to say that does not look like our Melio, chat.
We go game 3.
You know, absolutely perfect here when you have it. I love what you're saying here with the Punisher ult. I do expect Melio to get this within seconds as well. Continue to do that role for the team. As we look forward to jumping right away, they're just eyes in the skies. They knew this fly cup would come as well. Punisher, another great hero to deal with that.
Citadel as well, having the Loki and the Goddess boost coming on.
Yes, chat, we completed Nightmare 4. It's on my YouTube channel.
Firmly in the favor of the attack team, which is why we're seeing Crazy Raccoons at the moment be very, very passive, waiting for those resources to be done, staggering their positions onto the objective, trying to slow
Yeah, that's actually crazy that we didn't see.
So that they can then play into the retake.
They didn't play
The
Ghosts.
clouds are going to close now as Storm's going to find their way back to the respawn room. Vital here at 66% and climbing. Holly, though, right behind it there. Going to give the edge a little bit over to Crazy Raccoon in terms of ult economy, depending on Polly's going to want to use the aggression. Now quickly having to rotate, and JT3 going down. Huge pick there from Melio, able to now have the entire corner, the impossible corner, ready to blow through now as they just try to chase down the rest of their prey.
That's the consequences of the Ultron nerf. If that was 4.0, Vital would have had the ultimate. Crazy Raccoons would have been able to play.
Ooh, does he get the kill? Does he get the
That would
kill?
have to give up space.
Nice.
As it is, the way that Crazy Raccoons getting in is portal play. The question is it
I
going to
don't-
be in time? So they'll have max players on the objective.
They're trying.
And oh my goodness, the stall from NX buys the
I
opportunity.
personally don't think
Portal
that
comes
Ultron's
through,
good.
over the top. Vital
I
gonna
don't
be using
know-
the rage of Ultron on the
I don't
other
know.
side of it, so he's not pickable. It's still going to be able to set up the team, but they just don't have the target focus. Citadel have overwhelming amounts of damage with Enzo fully charged on the ammo.
Yeah, talk about the perfect opening. I mean, this could be up to a 3-fight first point, and that was just one clean one with a little bit of a second cleanup. I mean, absolutely committing as well. They're trying to stall. They try to get things rolling for them. I commend them for the effort for that.
It runs now into second.
Yeah, and that's going to be huge for this point.
That's the problem. It runs now into second. And I mean, we're going to see like J-Mac on the Captain America. It's going to be up to him to pull focus. So that Vital on the Psylocke now, NX on the Winter Soldier can try and find some space to be able to do so and shut the momentum down. The problem for them is Citadel just have so many ultimates.
Yeah, I mean, I do like the rotation here. I think this is
One
a bit more in what they're trying to have them play and catch up, essentially. Look at that beautiful pop. Melio trying to get some style points, trying to get that up with the grenade now. Enzo now trying to find all eyes on him. Finds 2 good connection, no follow-up, but it's going to be the judge, the jury, and the executioner. We have all 3 today. Daredevil, but plenty of judging happening, but Tanuki now.
Sorry,
More
I
Melio
woke up
as a
my
dual
cat.
show right
I'm
now
sorry.
here, Moxie.
Sorry.
Tries to come on through with the Luna.
Excuse me. Chances with the massive 5 gifted subs, my friend. I appreciate it. What's up, Enzy? Sorry, chat. Excuse me. Thank you.
Everybody down from the side of Crazy Raccoon.
Oh my
And
God,
the
that
group was
hurt.
interfering with them trying to get out and blocking LOS. This is still going to be a fight here coming on through from Crazy Raccoon. They're going to get ready to just throw J-Mac onto that point with the Freedom Charge as he has to pop it just to make sure he gets onto the objective, surviving for his team.
Yeah, this is the make it or break it part of the point because you're so close to be able to come back to the fight. So if you're able to get a wipe here, you can make that stretch out much further as Tanuki's going to be up in the sky. There's nothing to be able to answer that, though, and unfortunately, that's going to be all of Crazy Raccoon going down, trying to respond with something of it. Jay3 does find Alex, though, what's going to help them. Can he get another reset? But no, it's going to be Melio on the quick finish.
The Groot Walls, Polly with the Groot Walls, just being able to isolate the Winter Soldier from his team. So even though he comes on from
The Groot Wall right there
he's
that's
not
smacking
gonna be
people is
supported
so
by his team
smart.
long enough to live to see it through. Citadel, like you said, they go for this really big investment coming on through with both the Invis Boundary on the objective, and then if Crazy Raccoon try and disengage the Invis Boundary, they go directly into the Galactic Legend. There's a
Wait,
reason
Chopper
they do
Mag
that,
is actually
and it's
playing
because, as you
Daredevil?
said,
What?
on
Are you
second
serious?
checkpoint,
We'll probably
it's
go
so
watch it.
close to the Defender's Door. And when Crazy Raccoons are running like Venom, Captain America, that store potential is ginormous.
They took the 2 hardest points of this map and made it look absolutely easy, and at this point, you're going to have a legendary, might I say, Grand Finals performance of a save here on defensive side, but look at now Melio just continuing to do what he's done on Frank Castle, pushing forward. They've got plenty to set up. Poland's going to be able to throw in the Entangled if they want to go that route, the setup. They don't need a lot of follow-up with it, so he's just going to use it aggressively, and that's what I expected.
Yeah, the Strategist, I mean, it forces the Soul Resurgence. Regeneration Domain comes in for Citadel. They're okay with using that cooldown because even if Ken uses the God of Mischief, cooldown's still going to be ticking all the way through. And speaking about ticking, Enzo is kicking Jay3 into the wall to get the amplified damage, and that's going to be Crazy Raccoon losing so much positioning on the objective. They just have to back. And Citadel, they see the disengagement.
Oh, big.
Okay, though, but
Big! Did they get the kills, though?
And stop what they can, but yeah, the connection there, and they finish in the flush of the whale. He's using the Tritons, the Squids, the Whales. He has it all. And wow, it's right now, it's just a highlight reel for NX, who just quite literally saved the team defensively.
Crazy Raccoon, though.
I'm actually really surprised they did not win that when Enzo got like both, all 3 supports.
The potential of Hela and
Damn.
Namor, and use J-Mac not on the Captain America this time, on the Venom to disrupt the walk-up, but they have to pay respect to the final judgment coming on from Melio. If they overextend in, it's going to be Invis Boundary into slow, into final judgment detonation.
And they have Jung-hoon here to do at least some of the answer, but they have both now. Tanuki can be patient, right? Allow Melio to see what he can pick out of it. And now it's going to be at the last right behind it. You got the old trackers keeping care of that now. Damage up, trying to find something from it. Melio, though, finds the best. J-Mac does get the piece of the Abyss, though, to get the biggest threat off the field. But here comes the Legendary.
They use the Meteor against the final judgment at the same time as the fate of both worlds. So Tanuki, patient or the Saint, comes on through with the Galactic Legend. However, the elimination comes on through. The assist from both the Hela and the Namor. Undead Monster spawns one up, and the Starlord is taken down. Vital's gonna have the Goddess of Death.
I'm really surprised a lot of teams are not banning the Hela in the war
Guts
team
there
map.
to use the damage boost on the aggression there, not only with the piece of the Abyss, but yes, with the Meteor. And what a play here from Crazy Raccoon. And there's the Goddess of Death going up. That's going to force all attention on him, throwing it back and pushing it back. It's going to be almost the connection.
All
This line's
tension
forward.
on him,
This is
throwing
what we're
it
talking
back
about.
and
They get their
pushing
first
it
team
back.
fight. This allows them to completely set up 2 minutes now, but that might as well be a huge victory for the team, what was looking pushed in all the way.
I mean, Citadel can just landslide though with the numbers. We're gonna have the undead monster spawning.
That's the casting, bro. That's the casting.
From the grave, given the fact that, never mind, Melio's off at the Atom. He goes over to the Psylocke. He knows that the Hela and Namor are going to be a problem. They know that they're going to be taking a lot of poke damage on entry. What better way? Send a Psylocke in and just put the pressure on the Hela and the Namor to let the team walk.
Yeah, find the Namor right now, I think, is what they need to do. Find NX, who's been so shifty over there with the Squids and the Tritons. Now it's going to be Kin throwing and getting this damage boost consistently, and just aggressive is the name of this team as he continues to throw down. Look at this tracking and positioning from Kin, making sure everybody gets a piece of the pie. This is what you want to see from your strategists at the top level.
And I mean, that's just aggression from Citadel. They could have gone for the copy of the Invis Boundary to slow things down, but they want to go fast with Melio already getting into the position.
Why does his like POV looks like 60
why they go for the
FPS?
Mantis. That's why they go for the Soul Resurgence. It allows them to move forward and take even more space off of the space that they started with. As we've got the Dance of the Butterflies, it's going to be up to J-Mac to try and stall the objective, which sends him directly into the Carbon Crush hold, and Citadel should be able to just clean on up. There's poor Jay3. He's got to break out a one chopper to get through those brute walls.
Master magnetism, but not one, but there's a great connection on Melio. It's going to be, though, the quick follow-up there from Enzo and Kin with the legendary to follow. Sung Yoon, unfortunately, was in the point, unable to go up with the show. It's so hard to kind of plan that sustain and lasting without falling, and unfortunately, I would say there's no moral victories, but getting that down to 38 seconds, not bad.
Who do you want to win?
That's a very big
I just want a good series. This is a good series.
through.
I don't know.
For the
Citadel
side
capping
of
all
a
3
push from
points is
Citadel. And now
capping
they
all
get the
3 points is
defensive
pretty
position,
rare
which
in
is
pro
going to
play. So
provide you with a
maybe
big
Citadel
trade
might win
for
this.
Enzo
Why is
on
bro
the
standing?
hammer.
Because I
This
sit
man
so much.
is going
It feels
so
good to
hard
stand,
for
chat.
Crazy Raccoon to be able to break. And already we can see Tanuki. He's literally just playing to make sure the Crazy Raccoon don't get a player flanking from the high ground into the backline of Citadel. He's on bouncer duty.
Home court advantage from Angela
it
here
got
at
it!
NASCAR. Look,
It
there's
got
the
an
pick!
elimination!
And not only just one, he gets the biggest one out of it, forcing the passive right away. That's what you want to see there.
Seeing Black Widow in pro play is actually kind of crazy, though. That's awesome. I don't think we've ever seen that.
No one plays Adam quite like it. Look at this damage boost. We got to keep the cam right here on the Widow. See what we can find. Oh, he finds another. It's a beauty. Absolute lethal demon out here with the snipes, and he's got the skin to boot.
Oh my goodness, Natasha Romanov is popping off. Mama Rose's Ignite stage 2. Melio gets taken down by NX. The Widow shot already forced the self-res like you said. And Crazy Raccoon are out of the spawn dust.
And no strange in terms of Citadel. So that is going to be kind of the win con that they will be able to have to at least force this to the exact same fights on their way. There's the Daredevil.
Let the kitchen doors
Oh
open.
shit! Yo, Citadel got the Daredevil.
We're going full dive against Crazy Raccoon. And Tanuki is looking for that opening. He's getting all of the information too on where the Widow is positioned as well.
Yeah, I mean, this is what, he saw the Black Widow. He's like, you know what, let me cook too, right? I can come out here and throw out the hands of Matt Murdoch. We got Lawyer Time ready to go now and trying to charge up. Again, getting his flow state. Once Daredevil's gets going, it's so hard to shut him out. Tanuki's great guy to get on that. In X, though, gonna get the legendary up. There's gonna be no response right now. This could be a quick wipe from CTG.
This is what I'm happy about, chat. The last stage was triple support, resident sleeper. Now we're getting fucking Black Widow and Daredevil. This is what I like to see.
Everyone from Citadel tries to take advantage, playing in the bubble of Invis boundary, feeds them into the Ivaga motor, and Citadel, they're just not letting this go to pass. Out comes Ken's fate of both worlds. They still think that this is winnable. Crazy Raccoon, the healing from the Cosmic Amplify, isn't going to be able to stand up to the dance of the butterflies.
Yeah, I love the commitment here from CTG. Might as well go all in here as Luster just found the best of Polly, but here's a dance of the butterflies as Melio is going to be taken out and followed by Matt Murdoch and friends.
I don't think the Daredevil's working, chat. Maybe he has to put the devil away, bro.
I mean, Scarlett Johansson's going wild somewhere, I'm telling you. What an absolute awesome opening here from Vital.
So this is the benefit of a hero like Black Widow who doesn't play in the middle of the team fight. When the fighting is just on the objective and everyone's looking at the objective, no one's looking at the Widow.
Let the devil back in!
Citadel just don't get the opportunity to go for the shield diver because they had to swap onto things like the Venom and the Captain America, who doesn't have all of that wall coverage against the Widow's pressure.
And as good as melee heroes can be against Widow, she's just as lethal in return with the quick combo. Oh, wow, it's going to be the quick slash and reset. And this is where they can continue to snowball. This is what we want to see as the grapple hook comes out looking for more. Going to try to rotate out. This could be another
great movement. Great movement,
openings, the Black Widow. This might be the only Black Widow play of this caliber that we're going to be continuing to see in this tournament from this team.
Tanuki's going to be letting the devil out in a matter of moments as Vital is finally held at bay, but the rocket PMP brings him right back into the fray. Freedom charges on the field. It runs out now for Polly, and that's going to be Vital coming.
Oh, Vital exploded on Kendo. Oh my!
Vital is absolutely unstoppable.
Yeah, this is a fun match to watch.
The water after that one, I mean, that was beautiful. I mean, I'm telling you, I've casted a lot of games now over the last 6 months. I've not gotten to see Black Widow this far into spawn. Have you? I mean, this is
I've never seen it all the way here into second. But if it isn't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly. For 42, they get what they want. J-Mac with another pick on Tanuki before he can let the devil out. Right now, the devil's comfortably in hell.
Yo, come on, man. You gotta let the devil out, chat. You gotta let the devil out.
Tanuki would be able to put pressure onto both Lastro and Vital and break the synergy of the damage boost one-shot potential for the Widow. And now they can just keep pushing. They push into the Invis boundary to force it off of the objective.
The devil's out.
Just flood the choke.
Yeah, they're forced to go in and throw that invisible boundary out. That's exactly where they wanted. Devil coming out, but nothing from Hell to follow. And right now, we're seeing the Crazy Raccoon match exactly what we saw, and there's his job. He wants Natasha out of here.
Oh my god.
Matchup is going to be quickly Paulie getting
Oh
them out
my
of there.
god, the
That's what they wanted,
combos.
and
Holy
this is what I talked
shit.
about. This corner with the spawn so close with defense is the battle you got to win.
Vital's still up. Can Vital find the pick? He sees Tanuki on the Daredevil. He's looking for it. He loses to Younghoon, so he loses that lifeline of a strategy to be able to pog it, but oh my goodness, we're just going in. Out comes the dance of the butterflies from Melio, just trying to seal the fight. He cancels it early too, so he can start regenerating that ultimate. And finally,
Wait, did they actually play like a lot of Daredevil chat, like the actual whole match? Because we can spectate that after.
They're just gonna pull right back on through.
Yeah, why not, right? I mean, hey, listen.
2,000 years later.
They are going to play patient. They're going to play patient here and see what they can roll out with this
Yeah.
next point.
No.
Much better.
Yeah, I do like this approach too. You have a lot
I
more
think
skill
I think when the praying mantis mates with the female, the female eats the male.
Lastro, however, gets hit in the fallout of that dive, and that means that Vital.
God, I
loses
wish
some
I
of
was
that
a
big
praying
potential
mantis.
And is now going to be looked upon by the Venom in the stage 2 of the dive.
Oh, but it's J-Max throwing out the wild animal. Speak about Animal Planet. We've got a Wolverine on the loose right here, right now. May not be in this meta, but he's doing just fine because he hunts his prey as he's doing so just now. And this was the, what an answer. Oh my goodness, after the quick, I talked about how hard it is to get this back. No portal, nothing. They just had a one-man army in Logan.
They knew that Citadel would hard focus the Mantis and the Widow, and they baited their position so that the Venom was catchable with the last stand from J-Mac on the Wolverine. Crazy Raccoon now have time in the bank. They're going to be swapping Vital off of the Widow onto the Ultron so they can build up a raging Ultron, and Citadel are just going to try and shut this down immediately. They want to take away the momentum from the attack. They want to be able to stabilize and set up into a position for a dive. They have to win the fight to be able to do so. The freedom charge.
The female for both eat the male.
Ooh, I know, just barely here, and yes, I agree. Play your game, right? Citadel being aggressive, they gotta play this, not getting any space up, and right now, forcing ults on the opposite end, but Melio finding the best from it. NX gonna get something.
Wow, Melio popping the fuck off right now.
But not at all. I mean, was able to execute that to perfection. Now they get that space they were asking for.
Yeah, I mean, every single resource from Crazy Raccoons to be able to survive was spent into being able to mirror the sustainability potential of Freedom Charge, so there was nothing left in the pocket when it came to the Dance of the Butterflies. And now Citadel, they've stopped the momentum. They're going to try and stack.
Yeah, 100 Thieves already won, but they played the last game of the day again today.
And so they target focus the Starlord. NX is there, NX is gone.
Yeah, that's a huge pick early. They do have the Galactic Legend for later, but right now the Stagger Fest is happening in front of our eyes. J-Mac does get the pick on Enzo, but that's going to be right back to the action and no problem. But there is going to be the Amplifier, so they are using up some of those resources. Berserker up, Berserker down. There's a good connection this time, but they find two, and that's the big two to get.
Yeah, Polly and Melio both falling. Citadel going to be backing on up. They don't want to spend their ultimates. They know that they still have to use them to match, and so Crazy Raccoon are going to do what Citadel did with the Hammer ultimate. They're going to keep putting the pressure on with the Rage of Ultron, force the Lunar ultimate, and then match it with the Soul Resurgence.
That was an absolute perfect play that they needed here with the damage boost up. I mean, Wolverine's are already a thing out of Nightmares October, how fitting, but with the damage boost even more so. There's Tanuki out of the fight, continue the Agamotto for the setup. This is, they got to have everything land here perfectly. Look at the time too, gonna be right there.
They force the fade up both. There's no damage boost to line up with Enzo's Feast of the Abyss. The hit potential on this Venom is so low unless they can get the follow up with Melio, but no, Enzo doesn't find the opening.
Nice push, but they still got one. Oh, but he lived. But he lived.
Yeah, great job from Ken there to try to get his team protected a little more with that forced push that we saw yet again last year. Now, heading in with the team, we're going to have the back flank there from NX, but this is just the neutral fight. The good old Paulie, though, and Melio are going to be up and ready to answer the call, and once again, with only like 10
that was a very
left,
risky ult.
Moxie,
Holy shit.
with the dance execution, finds Sung Hoon. That's a huge one. Follow up on last year. This is going to be tough.
They only have...
Jay3 can still put that strange portal.
They only have Ultron healing.
Yeah.
This might be a GG's, chat. This might be a GG's.
That weren't the strange to deny the regroup and portal recontest, and off of the back of that, the overtime will burn out before Crazy Raccoons can get onto the convoy and sit down.
Damn. Hey, that was a good game, though. That was a good game. Trusty the Crispy for 23 months. Appreciate it.
That I love to talk about. They did focus on, they knew the strange portal was available. They made sure, hey, keep them in the fight. Why not, right? And be able to get rid of everyone else. And that is just a perfect performance from Citadel. Either way, I do want to say it would have been really tough to win in that overtime with stretched out time anyway, even if they got to point 3. But Citadel's not even going to let that happen, as once again, we have our MVP, and Citadel is going to be your winner for match number 2.
Okay, friends, YouTube thinks you might like this next video, so let me know if they're right.